Kicked off 1, 2 to go. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. You don't have to look at them. You can look at them.
Okay. Okay. Well, in a nutshell, tell me a little bit.
You have to keep it right here.
Okay. In a nutshell, I've just been on a really big healing journey my entire life. I'll go through it really quickly. At 5 years old, I broke my wrist, and about 8 years old, I started with mental health, but it was undiagnosed. I wasn't able to express that. At 11 years old, it turned into, I was in the hospitals a lot, and with bowel issues. 12 years old, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and colitis. Went on to kidney stones after that, more...
Okay, let's take it one step at a time, and I'll make it as quick as possible. We only have a half hour. And here's the deal, okay? First of all, so she had Crohn's disease, and guess what? This is emotional terrorism in her family, okay? Colitis is inflammation of the colon, and that's because of so much contraction. She was always in contraction and terrorism. You actually, my stomach's in knots, okay? And when you can't let go emotionally, you can't let go physically. And so she didn't let go, so she had stagnation of waste. The waste rotted, caused endobacterium. The bacterium gave off gas. The gas actually created an irritation. The irritation created inflammation, and then it started creating holes. Crohn's disease is usually in the small intestine. We call that lead pipe disease, and it causes scar tissue in there. None of this had to happen, believe it or not. It's a real simple fix. Okay, if you get involved with the medical system and this kind of stuff, it's a downhill for the rest of your life. And I'm telling you, well, do whatever you want. But even if you want to go to them, you know, do something naturally, because all you had to do is, from her mouth to her rectum, is just a highway. And the reality is, guess what? She had an inflammatory diet and an inflammatory family. Okay? All right? And that is the truth. You don't get Crohn's disease unless you have terrorists in your family, or you have terrorism in your mind. And that's the truth. That's where Crohn's comes from. Like I said, colitis is inflammation of the colon. It's not a disease. It's inflammation of the colon. Crohn's is inflammation of the small intestine. Okay, and then what happens is you get pitting holes, and then you get scar tissue, and then we call it lead pipe disease. Okay? All right. Now, the kidney stones were actually because, guess what? Oh, like she wasn't terrorized? How old were you when you got the kidney stones?
I think the first bout was around 15.
For God's sakes, kidney stones. So the reality is, guess what? Sugar diet, not a good diet. Dehydration, nobody told her to drink water. The reality is, she had so much infection because now, remember what I said, she had holes in her small intestine and inflammation in her colon, and your colon is only one cell thick. So what happens is, you have what's called tight junctions. And when it gets inflamed, those junctions come apart. And that's what we call leaky gut. Are you with me? Okay, so that's colitis. So now, colitis is very painful. You can even have bleeding. You get lots of mucus. But remember something. All this pain causes more stress. More stress causes more adrenaline, more cortisol. And that causes you to pull out calcium. She had to pull calcium out of her bones so she didn't get cancer. So now, the kidney stones that are in the kidneys, they go to the kidneys. Why? Are you ready for this? Drum roll. Because fear of loss. If she was more angry and didn't have fear of loss, it would have been in her gallbladder. You get stones in your gallbladder if you have anger, because the anger is the overflow of anger held in the liver, and it can't take it. And if you have too much anger in the liver, because not everybody gets gallstones that eats bad. You get gallstones if you don't eat right and you have anger, suppressed anger. Because there's too much anger in there can give you liver cancer, or it can give you a fatty liver, or give you cirrhosis of the liver. And understand, a fatty liver is inflammation, and it's from too much sugar. And then the cirrhosis of the liver is scar tissue in your liver. They don't tell you that. And it's all reversible. So now, but she didn't get them. She got the kidney stones in her kidneys because, guess what? Fear of loss. 15 years old. What did you think you were going to lose? Your life or your family?
Both. Yeah, I'm sure. Both, yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, so, okay, so then in my 20s, I got severe anxiety and depression.
Yeah, in her
And-
20s. No, you had it the whole time.
Yeah,
But now you're an adult and you mastered it.
yeah.
And listen, whatever you feed gets bigger. Whatever you feed gets bigger. So what do I feed? I love you, Daryl. What do I feed? Guess what? I can have whatever I want. And I'm not talking about cars and diamonds. I'm talking about I can have what I want. My beliefs create my life. They create my physical, my emotional, and my psychological life. And her beliefs, though she was stressed out when she was younger. And God knows, your mother had a stressful pregnancy. I'm telling you, there was something went on there. Do you know what went on?
No, but she didn't breastfeed me either, so I'm not sure.
She didn't breastfeed her because she couldn't make milk. She couldn't make milk because she had anxiety. So what do you think she's going to get? You understand something? It's not loving in the oven. 90% of while the baby turns out is dependent on the mother. And that's the way it is. That's just how it is. You know what? Look at women that have babies. Know nothing about emotional stress. They know nothing hardly about even how to feed themselves or the babies. That's the truth, and it's not your fault. Well, the father doesn't know either. And then he bitches because the diapers cost too much. You know? I mean, you know, when you've got a living thing in your womb, baby, spirit in your womb, okay, you have to have the right ingredients. It's called unconditional love for yourself and the person who's with you. That's bullshit. I haven't seen a marriage like that at all. And everybody pretends. And that's because we were never, ever educated for it. There was nothing good in school. We didn't learn anything in school. You know, you didn't learn anything. Okay, you like to have a toke outside with your friends or socialize or, you know, see if Jimmy was going to do the Jimmy with you.
Okay, so yeah, so I also...
I want to talk about Jimmy.
Oh.
No.
Didn't have, well, yeah, okay. We'll leave that.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a whole other thing. But basically, because I did go into addictions, and I think that was a result of being heavily medicated.
No. Do you know why you go into addictions? Because guess what? Your personality's not good enough. I'm going to do drugs to become something else. And guess what? At least if you do the drugs off the street, you know, they're fun. Okay? And the other drugs that you take from the doctor, they just suppress you and numb you right out, don't they? And then you got to try to get off of them. And I'm not trying to tell you that street drugs are good. You know, I've tried a few. But I have. I'm not going to lie. When I was younger, I didn't feel good enough either. So, you know, I needed to become something else. I went through the alcohol thing. I went through the drug thing. You know, Daryl, you're never going to be good enough. You do that, nobody will love you. Come on. That's why we do it.
Well, yeah, and I felt like shit all the time.
Yeah,
mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally.
I want to leave my body.
Yeah.
I don't want to die yet, but I want to leave my body.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some?
I'm sober now.
I'm kidding.
Also,
I'm
I
kidding.
think the pharmaceuticals, the antidepressants, the prednisone, all of that, being on that at a young age kind of just...
It's suicidal.
It triggered...
All of those things. Does everybody know that there was a major study done? Did you know that? It was only completed about 1.5 years ago. Does everybody know what the study showed about antidepressants? There's only one side effect. Suicide. Or thoughts of suicide. So now they're supposed to legally have to call you up and go, listen, Jim, are you thinking about suicide? Oh, like he's going to go, yeah, I am, man. No, he's not. He's going to say no, right? But that's how powerful Big Pharma is, because that's all the FDA told them after this study. That's all they have to do.
Thank goodness I was only on them 13 years. But I'm survived it all, so thank God for that.
Yeah.
Because it was a very, very dark period for about 20 years. And in that 20 years, I did manage to cure Crohn's. I had surgery, got part of my terminal.
Let's say I got rid of the Crohn's. Don't use the
Okay.
word cure, because there is no cure. There's no cure for anything. Did anybody notice that 30 years ago, they would say, take this medicine on the commercial and you're cured? They had to stop it, right? Okay? All right? They get just remember something. Every lie will get caught eventually. Well, it's a long time. It doesn't mean that you'll still be here, for me, okay? I'll be gone. But every lie will come to the surface, but then it's too late. Do you ever notice how they always do a documentary on how scummy the guy was? But they wait until he's dead, and it's so far, and it's just a movie now for entertainment.
Okay, so yeah, almost there. So then basically, I was still in a lot of pain and suffering, and I did the leaky gut diet. I took everything into my own hands, changed my diet. I was still heavily drinking and doing drugs though at the time, and very, very stressed out from 2 jobs. I would kind of just slowly get out of something, would have the irritable bowel, and then I developed chronic idiopathic urticaria, which 5 doctors couldn't even figure out what was going on with me, which was this chronic.
Okay, but now we got to stop, because guess what? It's all just insanity. No, but it is. Here, you can have your mic back. I just needed to try to get you to stop.
Yeah.
Because guess what? She is never allowed to tell that story again. Because that story is how she is a survivor. I am a 3-time cancer survivor. You won't make it to the 4th, baby. And why did you get it the first time? And don't be so proud that you had it 3 times. And that's because you never ever change your personality. You change your personality, you change your reality. You make different choices. Let's work on your tummy.
Well, I definitely have done that, yeah.
No, I know you have.
Yeah,
You've worked really hard. Yeah.
Anyways, and the final thing was the broken ankle a year and a half ago. But
Yeah, but you take a look at the broken ankle, and
Yeah.
believe it or not, if she really wants to sit on it and think about it, she couldn't stand on her own 2 feet. So she broke her damn ankle, and if you ask her, she's going to tell you that she was having a period where she couldn't stand on her own 2 feet, and she felt someone deserted her.
interesting. Yeah.
It's not interesting, it's true.
Yeah, well, no, I know. I mean,
The emotional turns into the physical. It's not interesting, it's true. And if we had more time, I'd have her just sit on it and tell the story. And guess what? The subconscious wants to hide it. Because guess what? She wasn't willing to face the truth then, so she had a broken ankle. If she would have faced the truth and just let that person go or let that thing go and just said, hey, you know, but we don't let things go, do we? No, we don't. How many relationships have you hung in there with? Just keep hanging in there. Keep hanging in there.
Yeah, I barely had relationships. I did a different route.
Yeah, well, that's for the X-rated show.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was probably because of fear of loss. So you know,
I get it, but I'm
Yeah.
just trying to tell you,
I get it.
what happens when you can't take it anymore? You get a really bad cold or a flu or a sickness. And then you just lay there and you moan and groan and you go into a pity party. And then you go, wow, this sucks. Time to get up and go again. And that's why I'm never going to be sick. There's no pity party here. And also, I don't believe in sickness. All right.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Let's do this, Tommy.
Boy, you're hot.
Yeah, I am. It's really warm in here. No, I mean, yeah, of course, I am. Thank you. That's what all the Jimmys said.
And that wasn't a Jeep. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Oh, I got belly button rings in there too.
If you want to come close enough, you'll hear the cracking. So just know this, everyone, okay? Everybody's got scar tissue somewhere. Wherever you've got a disease, you've got rotting tissue, okay? And why do people have different diseases? Well, because you're genetic. No, 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 no. Because you took on the same belief systems. Maybe not all of them in the family has, but it's all belief systems, right? There.
I thought I could turn it off.
Are you doing any core exercise at all?
Yeah.
Honestly, what kind?
Just like ab workouts, but every time I do it, it tenses all up, and then I'm in pain, and I like.
Are you taking the daily cleansing tea, Black Gold?
Not yet.
Are you drinking warm water with Ormus
Yes.
minerals in the morning? Like a quart of warm water first thing in the morning?
With lemon and turmeric and cayenne pepper and.
I don't know if I would go loading all that stuff up.
Okay.
You know, that's not what I would do first thing in the morning. You just, all you want to do in the morning is do like a quart of warm water. You can put like black diamond in, some Ormus minerals, drink that, warm to hot water, because guess what? What do animals do? They get up in the morning, they go down to the water, they gorge themselves with water, and then they have a big dump. And that's what we need to do. You can't start off with coffee or go running out the door. Or if you're on your way and you've got to drive to work, you need a, look at, I came here with a quart of hot water, okay? I left with it today. I came with a quart and a half blender drink, okay? With strawberries, black gold, 2 raw eggs, half a banana, okay? And I blended that. I drank the quart of warm water with the black diamond and Ormus on the way here. And I did one this morning when I got up. First thing I always do when I get up. And then I drank that, and then I did the blender drink, and I might have that much in the bottom. That's a lot, eh? So that's all I had today to eat. Okay? So now I've got that there, and that's a quart of carrot juice. So I'm going to drink that on the way home. And then when I get home, because it's after 8 o'clock, I'm not going to eat. Okay? I'm going to go home and I'm going to do some stretching for a half an hour, 40 minutes. All right? Because you guys stress me out. Okay? Anyway, so that's my routine. And I always like to stretch for 20 minutes, half an hour before I go to bed. Oh my God, what a beautiful sleep. So, you know, I'll do the pelvic squats, I'll do the crab stretch, I'll do some other things that I do. I do not go to a gym, and I'm not telling you I'm Mr. Muscle, but I'm really toned, and all I do is use my body weight. I stretch and use my body weight at the same time. And the reality is, people who, I go to the gym all the time, you look at them, you go, wow, really? And the reality is that the gym is not a good place to go. You should always work out at home. And I get it. If you're single, you go there, maybe you'll get lucky. You know?
Yeah.
I get it. No, but, and meet someone. I didn't mean it that way. Yeah, and she actually licked her lips. I don't know what that
So I should be doing more ab work.
means. Yeah, you should. But,
Even though it tenses it up.
okay, well, I'll tell you what. Tomorrow, are you coming?
Yes.
Well, then I'm going to show you how to do the ab works.
Okay, perfect.
Well, I'll show you how to do right ab works, and I'm going to tell you, it will be great. Okay? Understand, most of you, your core is on the floor, and so is your immune system. Look at this, okay? Pillsbury dough girl. Okay.
I had a broken ankle. I didn't do a lot.
Oh, yeah. So blame it on, you see? Blame it on the ankle. Yeah, she couldn't do a sit-up or anything else. Or every time I sat up, my ankle fell off. Are you done yet?
Yes.
Please don't talk.
Are you done?
No, I'm just getting started.
Please, yes, thank you.
Ready for the face.
I'm ready for the.
Okay, I got to tell you something. It's not scar tissue is her big problem. She has no tone. Her colon's sitting in here like a dead snake. I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay. I almost like you. No, but it's sitting in there. It's in a coma. It's in a coma. But I promise you, when she gets up, her belly's going to be flatter. Because she has adhesions, but they're way down here. They're really deep. See now, most people, right? Look, first thing I did when I got out of school, I went and became a registered massage therapist. I had a lot of fun, okay? But I quit, and I gave up my RMT license like that fast. Well, you think I want to do this all my life? Seriously? Any registered massage therapist will tell you that it really is a lot of hard work, and people have to come back every week or every 2 weeks, and it only feels good for 24 hours. We give a money back guarantee that you're going to give up the cane, the walker. Did you hear me? That you're not going to go to the surgery. The human body's amazing. If you don't want to deal with the scar tissue issue, get the calcium back in the bones. But you need tone.
Yeah, but I know. I know. But every time I do it.
You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have that huge scar.
Well, where? Down here.
right here, so.
I know, but
that's-
guess what? All scars, okay, guess what? Scars go away if they get enough oxygen and hydrogen. Say it. That's right. That's right. They go away. That's the truth. You don't. A scar is the absence of circulation. Okay, who has a really bad cesarean scar?
Well, that-
You do? Is it a bad one? Is it like
Well, there's 3 of them together.
Yeah.
so
Okay, all right.
I have-
Well, guess what? If I have time to, are you coming tomorrow? No.
I'm not allowed to. It's booked.
Okay, well then we'll just do you in the parking lot. No, I'm kidding.
But I
Okay,
could come.
you can come. I just said you could. Yeah, you heard me.
I think this is like a cesarean scar from them cutting me open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so know this. I'll work on your scar. Everybody who's coming tomorrow will take a look at it. And when I get done working on the scar, it's going to be pink. And you're going to hardly see it. And guess what? If you do non-surgical and you do Cellsonic, which is behind me, it's going to disappear. Now, you can just get non-surgical, but when you put Cellsonic and non-surgical together, we do miracles every day at our clinic. Every day. Like, oh, this is a miracle. No, it's not. The Cellsonic will shut down stage 4 inflammation. It will take scar tissue. And you remember Frankenstein? He's dead, right? He's sitting here, and they go, zzz, and then they go, he's alive, right? Well, that's what we do with the Cellsonic. We bring the electrical conductivity back in. And guess what? You all are electric batteries. And guess what? None of you need to be old. None of you. That's just because you've drained your battery. And you know what? You emotionally, you drained yourself, right? Look at how many times you react. Oh my God, Trudeau, I hate him. Really, like, who cares? Why aren't you neutral about all this? It's all there for your show. Oh my God, he's going to go to jail someday. He's going to get hit. He's never going to go to jail. You're in jail. You're in jail with all your hate and anger and pissed offness. Shut your mouth, mind your business, love yourself, focus on your passion, your purpose, and you will rock the world. Don't get involved in anything that a so-called normal human being does. Right? 99% of the population do not do what they do. I'm telling you, and I mean nice, okay? Just stop it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big. That was actually that was scar tissue opening up. Hey, you want to know a story? Oh my God, I wish we could be here longer. This is ridiculous. When I come back, you better have a place that we can stay as long as we want. Yeah, leave, go. Okay, so I worked on 4 people this morning. Okay, I worked on a guy, and he's probably about 70 pounds overweight. Working on people that are overweight means it's too much inflammation and too much scar tissue formation, too much calcification, right? Anyways, so he goes like this. Oh, I'm going for the surgery next week. And I go, okay, it's going to take me 30, 40 minutes because you're so inflamed. I go in there, do my thing, and guess what? I said, now try to lift the other one. He couldn't lift this one as high as he could lift this one. Surgery's canceled. Now, his wife, her face is big and puffy on this side. I go, she goes, do you think you could help me? She didn't come to be helped, but she said, do you think you can help me? I got it on my audio. I'm going to play it tomorrow. I'll key it up so you can hear it. It will blow your mind. So anyway, she's like puffy on this side. And she goes, I went to the doctors. They said there's nothing they can cut out. I don't know why. She goes, I won't even go to funerals anymore. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Okay. She did say that. Anyways, so I said, look, I can probably fix that. She goes, I've been everywhere. You know, I've had this for 13 years. 13 years. I went to massage therapist, acupuncturist, physio, chiropractor. I went to every doctor. I went to a specialist. She said, I went to Toronto. I went to the States. I'm going, please stop. Stop. I'm not kidding. I put her head here, okay, faced up, okay? And then I went in, and I first found a calcium deposit, okay, a small calcium deposit right here, and you could hear it crack. Then I came in, and she had scar tissue wrapped around here, okay, about this thick. So I started taking that apart. Then I came back here, and then I went, there's something there, I don't know what it is. And I went like this, I'll play it tomorrow. And snap, I'm telling you, it was loud. I'll play it on my phone. It's like, holy crap. And her nose went back into place. And they told her nose wasn't out of place. And soon as it snapped, the swelling came down, and this side was higher. So now, she said, so I told her if she comes back before I leave, I'll clear this side. But now this side has scar tissue, and now it's the bad side. And she went like this, she'd go, and she could breathe through it, no problem. I'm trying to tell you guys, they lied. They lied. And then guess what? All these beautiful people that want to get into natural health, they go and learn these techniques that they don't rock like ours, do they? I'm telling you the truth. We give you a money-back guarantee on your first treatment that we will do more than all the other treatments combined. Who does that? And remember something, I back all my practitioners. If they have to give back their money, I give them the money, and then we talk about where I went wrong with them. Do you understand? Now, have I shown you a few things tonight that we've all been sucker punched? It's time to align, not wake up, because awake is where people are dead, okay? So don't wake up, all right? Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can have some more noise. Where'd Lorraine go? Oh, yeah.
We have 7 minutes.
Okay, you see that? Camel's hump.
Okay.
Your pubic bone's wrapped with scar tissue and calcium. I'll take 3 minutes if you want, and I'll bring it down. Do you want me to bring it down?
Yeah, I'm ready. Do whatever you need to do.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's do this.
So you're breaking up these calcium?
I don't break up anything.
You don't break up anything?
No, because breaking up is hard to do. They think that's what they say. Okay.
That's, yeah, that's a lot. We keep on, just needed a second.
Don't do that. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll finish it tomorrow. Is that okay?
Okay, well, it kind of feels like this side needs to be done.
I know that. You do know you're live and on air, okay? Just try to be nice and don't do any of this other stuff.
Okay. Good.
Okay, you feel that
I'm
pump?
laughing.
You feel how big that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I know that. And guess what? Guess what? You know how women have that thing? Well, guess what? In 10 minutes, it's flat.
True story.
What's it from?
Yeah, Miss Camel can tell you. No, I'm kidding. But it's from, okay, it's pooping in the pelvis. Infection creates inflammation, causes scar tissue formation and calcification, and it's all wrapped up here. You know, when you get that pouch thing, that's gone in 10 minutes with us. You just have to pull it apart, get the circulation in, and guess what? You women, you hold a lot of sexual experiences that weren't good. When he goes too fast, too hard.
That's all those
Okay?
jimmies.
Or when he goes too fast, too hard, and it's too short, and he's gone. No, but all of it, I'm telling you, this is true. I'm not making it up. What do you want? I try to tell you the truth, and then you laugh at me. Okay, you're going to hurt my feelings. Good luck. You want me to do a little more or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then don't move for a bit. Okay, here. Feel that?
Oh, yeah.
It's breaking up. You got it? Just here. Let me see if I can. See, nobody does this stuff. So it's like this. Oh, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Guess what? What do they tell you to do? Take a pill.
Breathe.
Okay.
Yeah, breathe.
Okay, now how's it feel now?
Well, it feels better.
I know because I've left. I'm not talking about that.
Well, I mean, it feels loose or like.
Yeah, don't use that word.
Well, relaxed.
I was only kidding.
Okay.
It can be looser. I'm just in the mood.
Okay. Loose arms are relaxed. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
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 And does anybody notice it's flatter?
Yeah.
Now, if we were more quiet here, that would be totally flat. Because it used to be. And you know the puffy ones that are kind of puffy, you know? That's water retention from inflammation. The puffiness here, that's water retention, and that water's saving you from stage 4 inflammation. Because guess what? Where there's inflammation, which means a fire, we got to send the fire truck. So now you got to bring the water down here, so you have the extra water until you disinfect. So do the colon cleansing with the tea, daily cleansing tea, black gold, and then do the vaginal infusion. And guess what? And just even one time with the non-surgical, you girls have no idea. You come in and get one pelvic, one abdominal, and one pelvic release, and you're going to go, I feel free. And you're not just releasing scar tissue and calcification, you're releasing Jimmy. No, but you are.
God.
You are. Listen. Everywhere in your body, you hold stuff. You hold sexual dysfunction down here. If you've got dis-ease there, your vaginal area is not at ease because of something that went down. He cheated on me. I cheated on him. He disrespects me down there. Do you understand? What do you think? You're just a piece of meat? You're not. You are an emotional being. And if you don't know how to process things, and if you're going to allow Jimmy to abuse you, then guess what? You will take it on as a dis-ease. Do you understand? Don't be too desperate for love. Make sure that you're being respected.
Well, it's been 3.5 years now, so that I said enough.
All right, I think that's when we'll end the night with that one. Another lonely night. Come tomorrow. I promise. Okay? All right? Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Well, let me just say a couple things, though, if I could. Let me see, what are they? Yeah, we're here tomorrow. If you want, would you actually want to do a live Zoom with me? And we'll go through the products, just the group. We'll do a Zoom. Let's say when?
Monday, not Tuesday.
Wednesday. How's Wednesday? I'm an hour earlier. I will be in Kelowna, British Columbia. So let's say Wednesday. What's a good time?
7, yeah.
7 here, 6 o'clock there. Fine. You'll send the Zoom link out to everybody. I'll get my staff on Monday. We'll get them to send the email. Make sure you're on top of it. And then we'll send you out the Zoom link. Okay? And then you make sure you have all the products on the